Hi everyone, welcome back to my little channel. Campus 4 is not too far away from being finished and I'm so excited! I'm really looking forward to all the different classes we're gonna have. It seems like most of them are gonna be like the ones we had in Campus 2 and I'm not mad about that. In this video, I'm going to talk about some things I wish to see in Campus 4 or really just some features I think would improve the gameplay of Royale High. All concept art shown in this video is made by me, so please excuse if some of them look weird, they are just color sketches. Now let's get on with the video. Quests. When farming, most people tend to do quests, but on a lot of occasions we get stuck. Like when we get quests where you need the help of other players. In my and many other people's opinion, there should be a single player mode for questing. Not everyone is fast enough to beat the sweats in rainy day classroom, and it would be considered lucky if no one was AFK or dressing up in our class. Study sesh is also somewhat of a gamble, for what if the other person leaves you at 80%? You'd want to cry. These quests also kind of destroy the idea of private server farming, which I'm sure a lot of well-known YouTubers could use. So, to avoid all those time-consuming quests, there should just be a button for single-player farming. It could be a spark restart achievements once you level up 100 times or so. Now that we've talked about single player mode, let's get over to farming mode. I have definitely felt this so many times and I'm sure you have too. And it's the constant need to teleport around for different quests. The fact that a lot of quests are in different servers is so demotivating. For not only do you have to wait for the teleport animation, but also for loading into the server. This is also a known issue for people who play on devices with less capabilities, hint hint. I would love a simple teleport button to show up when you're done with your quest. It could also be in a journal. Something that would also be kind of cool would be to see what quest comes next. It could just be a small transparent text underneath. And these ideas would help so many farmers and make grinding for diamonds or levels much easier again. Animals. When I say animals, I do not mean pets, I mean wildlife. Just imagine how much more lively the realm would seem if there were animals roaming the grounds, and maybe some you could even interact with. The following animals are the ones I think would fit perfectly into this realm. The first ones are deers and foxes. Deers and foxes would be a perfect addition to the apple forest. They would be roaming around the bushes, eating grass or apples that have fallen to the ground. But since Royale High is mostly focused on being magical, I'd have nothing against having a few animals that stood out from the rest. The deers could have larger antlers, kind of glowy as well, and the foxes could have a thicker tail and the tip would be glowy. The second animal is horses. How could it be a royal realm without horses? It would be super cute to have a pasture somewhere in the realm. You could interact with them, like pet and feed them apples from the forest. I would also love the idea of carriages just standing on the side ready to be used. Imagine the roleplay. But to prevent trollers from driving them around annoying everyone else, they could have destined tracks. One around the castle and the other driving past the vineyard. You get the concept. For the magical versions, a unicorn or a pegasus would actually fit quite well. Third animal I'm thinking of are birds. Birds definitely bring a life to the world. I could see them flying around everywhere, sitting on top of the castles. There are so many different birds you could add, not just doves or seagulls, but also swans, ducks, and chickens. Chickens might seem a little random, but it would honestly be so cute to see them roaming around the castle grounds. They could be in groups and their interaction would be feeding them, like throwing some corn on the ground. Last few animals I'm gonna include are bugs and frogs. Obviously, not everyone's a fan of spiders or critters, and that's okay, I don't really like them either, but it would be so cute to see some small ladybugs in the grass or butterflies just going about their day. Live shop. How would you like the idea of seeing all the dresses, heels, and accessories in one place, excluding collectibles? I feel it could be a better way of showcasing all of the amazing sets that we have, and also a lot easier to see what you'd like to buy instead of scrolling and scrolling through the shop we have now. There could be mannequins wearing the sets in default colors, standing in aisles, shoes racked up, and hats on the mannequin's head. I would love the idea of there being rooms for different seasons, like the Snow Swan set would be in the winter section and the Whimsy Witch would be in the fall section. If the toy code sets were to be included, they could have a grand podium in the back with lots of stage lights pointing towards the sets. Even if a lot of people are angry with the devs for including sets that are behind a paywall, it cannot be said that the sets are not great, for they are actually really beautiful and still deserve to be seen for the hard work that has been done to make them. Library. A big and beautifully detailed library would be such a nice addition to this realm. It's been added after the first Glitterfrost update. They added a library. I have my speculations about the unfinished building that was here when the campus was still in beta. It had been gone the past month now, so I kind of forgot about it. I already spent time on my drawing. Anyhow, I'm so happy they added it because a library is the perfect place to roleplay as well. And maybe it could even have a hidden underground tunnel leading to something amazing. You'd have to find clues of your own, hidden in the books, and come to an answer before being able to find and open a tunnel. In my opinion, the quests we have gotten so far in Royale High have been really fun to complete and I'd love to see more. Skyboxes. I'm all about details and aesthetics, and so should the sky. As of right now, the daylight sky is just blue. There are no clouds to be seen, which is a little boring. Different types of clouds would be awesome, or just weather in general. How cute would it be to see some small puddles around the campus? The night sky in Campus 4 has also been changed since the last update, and it's beautiful. There's nothing to see but stars. Just for the sake of even more detail, I'd love to be able to barely see the moon in the daylight because it is something you do see in real life. Oh, and please, Northern Lights! Dorm kicking feature. Have you ever had an intruder in your dorm? Yes, you do. It's annoying having to ask people to leave the dorm that was already closed. So why don't we have a kicking feature yet? I'd love to know the answer because that feature already exists. Once you get Sparkly Star Achievement 28, you get the possibility to own an office room in Poppy's realm, and in there you have something called the boot. And once you interact with it, other players get kicked out of the office. Obviously, I wouldn't want to place an actual boot somewhere in my dorm, so a simple button would be much appreciated. There have been times where I've tried to record the inside of my dorm and then suddenly a player appears. Whoops, gotta wait and take that recording again. Keeping the bakery from Halloween. Do you remember bakery class in Campus 2? If that was to ever come back to this realm, I'd love for it to be replaced with the bakery we got in this Halloween update. It must have been my favorite activity to farm some candies. The bakery was so cozy and I'd love for it to be permanent in some way. But for classes, we'd all have our own stations instead. As we progress with baking, we could unlock new and more advanced recipes. I think it would be a very fun way to earn some XP. Ball from Campus 2. Nothing beats the feeling of putting on your best outfit and going to a ball. I really hope we get a ballroom at some point because I loved what we had at Campus 2. The whole process of getting ready in the spa to dancing the night away was so lovely. My best memories were created in that place, and I hope to create more in this one. And that's it of my unrealistic wishes for Royale High. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I spent a really long time drawing, recording, and editing, but it was all worth it in the end. If you have any wishes for this game, please let me know. I absolutely love hearing from the community. We all have such different ideas. Anyway, have a good day or night and stay kind. Bye-bye! These quests also kind of just... which excludes all quests where you need the help of other people to complete it. It could... Moxie. Last few animals I'm gonna include are bugs and frogs. Wow. Talking about the dorm kicking feature, oh my god. I really hope we get a ballroom at some point because I loved what we had at Campus 2. Dorm kicking pizza place! My best memories were created... Å, fy faen. My best memories were created and in... Hvorfor er det så vanskelig?